Hello, hello. We are live. Welcome to Marketplace Mondays, everyone. So happy to have you here with us. Good evening, good evening. Welcome to Marketplace Mondays. My name is Aisha Taylor Issa. I am the founder and CEO of the Sisters in Business Expo and owner of the Sister Shop. I am so happy to have you all with us. Let me just check and make sure we are live in all the places where we are supposed to be. Looks like we're having a bit of a connection issue on Facebook. Okay, we're having a bit of a connection issue on Facebook. I'm going to see if I can fix that. In the meantime, y'all come right on in and tell us who you are in the comments. Share, share, share. Tell us your business name, where you are, what you do, all of that good stuff. We certainly love connecting in the comments. So please, by all means, share where you are, who you are, what you do, and all that great stuff in the comments. It looks like we are having trouble. If we can't get the Facebook stream fixed, then we're going to just move forward with YouTube and Instagram because I don't want to delay us too much. But I'm so excited to have you all with us today. Let's see if I can get this going. What would life be without technical difficulties? Okay, I think we're good on Facebook now. I think we're good. Can anybody let me know if you can see this on Facebook? If so, give me a thumbs up, put it in the comments. Hi, Connie with Designs by Connie in New Jersey. I hope to see you at the Expo on April 20th, coming up very soon. But I think we should be good to go now. Let's see. All right, we are good to go. Let's do this. Starting again. Good evening, everyone. My name is Aisha Taylor Issa, founder and CEO of the Sisters in Business Expo, owner of the Sister Shop, and we are back tonight with another episode of Marketplace Mondays. This is our live virtual vendor showcase where we bring to you incredible sisters in business and introduce you to their brands so that you can learn about them, know about them, but even more importantly, so that you can support them. It is our business to make sure that our sisters stay in business, but you can't do that if you don't know about the brands. And so that is why we created this platform to bring them to you, to present them to you. This is your Black woman owned QVC. Okay. We want you to learn about these brands, but we also want you to shop with them and to support them and to follow them and to share what they're doing. Because when my sister wins, we all win. So every week, we like to start off shouting out the Black owned brands, the Black women owned brands that I happen to be wearing. So today we are wearing our custom I Get It From My Mama t-shirt. As you all know, Mother's Day is coming up. And so our Mama collection is going to be on sale very soon. Make sure that you are following on our mailing list and checking it out. By the end of this week, you'll be able to get this t-shirt for 25% off. And so we're excited about our Mama collection. We have some new pieces that we'll be adding very soon. But this is what I'm wearing today. And my earrings are by one of our sister shop brands called Emish. And I'll be sure to tag her. Emish and Co. So shout out to Emish, and we are always excited. If you are interested in having your brand featured during Marketplace Mondays, then be sure to head on over to the contact link in our bio and send us an email. We're going to jump right into today's lineup because, y'all, we have some amazing brands that we're going to present to you, and I cannot wait for you to meet these ladies. They are doing some incredible work, such a variety of products and services that we're going to learn about, and I can't wait for you to meet them. So what I need you to do is I need you to hit share. I need you to share this broadcast. Let everybody know that we are live for Marketplace Mondays. Sisters in Business is back with another dope episode with another amazing group of sisters in business that these people need to know about. So we want you to share this broadcast, let everyone know that we're live. And then also in the comments, Tell us where you are. Tell us what you do. Remember, we connect in the comments. So we want to see you connecting. Hey, Lucinda. Hey, sis. Hello, everyone who has joined us on Instagram, YouTube, and Facebook. And so we're going to jump right in. And I want to present to you our first guest for this evening. Let me bring her up to the Marketplace Mondays stage. None other than Janice Kenyatta. So excited to have her with us this evening. Hi, Janice. How are you?
Good, good. How are you?
I am amazing. Thank you so much for being with us and welcome to Marketplace Mondays.
Thank you. Thank you so much. I'm so excited to be here. I'm very excited that you've given me the opportunity to discuss my why, my how, and my passion and purpose for the work that I do. So
I
thank you so
love
much.
it. I love it. Well, let's jump right into it. Please introduce yourself to everyone. Tell them a little bit about you and what you do.
Okay, well, my name again is Janice Kenyatta, as you mentioned, and I am a retired educator slash school administrator. I taught, and I'm going to date myself just a little bit. I taught high school business education for 28 years. I actually taught in New Jersey. I taught at the same high school that I was a student. And then I went on to become an administrator in that same school district. So I spent a total of about 34 years in this school district. And then I went on to another career, but that's another story. I wasn't ready. I wasn't ready to sit down and be a couch potato. So I ended up doing some other work at a community college in Pennsylvania.
That is
And
awesome.
now I am an author. I wrote a book entitled Just As It Is. And I also designed the Abina doll, which is in the image of the main character of my book. And the main character is Abina. So this is called the plush Abina doll. So that's why I'm here tonight.
Love it. Love it. What high school in Newark? Curious.
Well, the vocational school district, Essex County Vocational School
Mm-hmm.
District.
Mm-hmm.
It's a county organization, so we have 4 or 5 schools within the county, and I taught at several of them. And then I was an administrator over 70 teachers and over 31 different programs at career and tech ed programs. It was an
Wow.
awesome responsibility.
It really is. And I'm, I don't know, I'm not as close to the education system now as I used to be, but I know a lot of those types of programs have been cut out and are not, afforded to our students like they used to be, and especially the business courses,
Yes,
entrepreneurship, things like that. And so, we're grateful for the work that you were able to do in the time that you were there.
I loved it. It was one of my passions back then,
Mm,
and,
yeah.
and education is my passion.
Absolutely. So tell us how you landed here. How did you evolve into becoming an author?
This is what I consider the second chapter of my career, second chapter of my life, so to speak. And the interesting story, there's several layers, but I'm going to try to make it in the essence of time as brief as possible. But I actually wrote this story just as it is 25 plus years ago.
Wow.
And the reason I wrote the story was because my ex-husband and I co-wrote a book together called Black Folks Hair: Secrets, Shame, and Liberation. And the
Mm.
book it was very popular. It was all over the world, actually. And what the book discussed was we looked at the psychological, sociological, and historical reasons why Black women started straightening their hair. Now, as you know, could be a very volatile subject, but it's a very interesting subject. But it reached a lot of people. And one of the reasons we wanted to do that was because we found that many Black women, because they didn't know how to, they had what we call a hair journey in terms of how to do work with their natural hair, resorted to straightening and relaxes and that sort of thing, which at some point ultimately would lead to hair loss or some sort of medical issue. So that bothered us. So we decided to write a book. My ex-husband at the time was very well versed in the subject. I was as an educator. I felt that I could contribute as a woman. So as a man and a woman team, we hit the subject really hard. Again, so we put the book out. That was in the early 90s, mid 90s, I should say. And one day I was sitting in my high school class, and one of the students said something to me that really rattled me. She didn't say it to me, but I heard her at the end of class say it to her classmates. She said, "I hate my hair." I think it's a curse. Black people's hair is just a curse. I was mortified. Now, I had just written a book about the subject, been all over discussing this. I know all the reasons why women, why they choose to straighten their hair. And, I can have a nice dialogue. But to hear this young person at 16 say this, it just threw me back for a minute. So at that point, I made it up in my mind. The love of oneself and of one's God-given features cannot start at 16, 17, and 18. It has to start with children. Parents are their children's first teachers. And if you don't learn to love yourself when you're younger, it becomes a lot more difficult when you get older. So that's when I went home and I told my ex-husband, my husband at the time, I'm going to write a children's book entitled Just As It Is, to accept who you are and what your features are, just as it is. But I wanted to put a spin on this story and also talk about, even though it's okay to love yourself, but you should also you should teach your children to appreciate the differences in other children from all ethnic backgrounds. So it's love yourself, but accept and appreciate the differences in others. And that's the overarching message of this particular book, Just As It Is. So the story doesn't end there. I wrote the book and then I forgot I wrote it. That was 25 years ago. I wrote it. I guess I put it in the attic. We built a house up in the Poconos. We moved to the Poconos. I had a long commute to New Jersey, 175 miles round trip every day. And I was lifing. Life just got in the way and I forgot about this book. But to fast forward now, many years later, my husband and I separated and we got a divorce and we sold our house in one day. When we sold the house, we had to clear out everything. Then we moved to separate living quarters. He moved one place, I moved another place. He called me and said, Janice, you finished that manuscript Just As It Is. I said, no, I didn't. I never finished it. He said, you did. And it's excellent. And it's timely. And you need to get it out there. Wow. That was back in 21. So 25 years passed. And that manuscript showed up after we sold the house. And I looked at it. I was retired. I was looking for projects to keep myself busy. I had a cancer diagnosis, so I had a lot of things going on in my life within the last 3 years. But when I saw that manuscript, I was compelled to get this message out, to love yourself.
Wow.
Just as it is.
And that's such a great story.
Yes. And
so tell us what age group is the book written for, and who is the ideal reader of the book?
The age group would be I would say probably 3 or 4 year olds. It can be read to them, and they'll get it. I do authors readings, and I read to 3 or 4 year olds, and I can see the light bulb go on in their eyes when I read the story animatedly to them. I can see, but to read it and really fully get it, I would say I would start maybe around 5, 6, 7, 8, in the age range from 5, 6, 7, 8. 10 will definitely understand and get the message. But it's a message that needs to start as early as possible. If your parents read it to you, they can explain, or your guardian or whomever, they can explain it. They can break it down like I do and doing the author's readings. They can ask you questions, the children questions, to get their understanding of actually what's going on in here. Because the story is about a little girl named Abina who has a situation in school where she was teased about her hair. And she was with, her Caucasian friends and her Black friends, and they were touching each other's hair. And they laughed at her and teased her because her hair was so thick. And she felt very self-conscious. But she leaned on the fact that her parents taught her from the time she was a baby, you're beautiful as you are. Love your features and all that stuff. So it's a message that I am so passionate. The more I say it, the more passionate I become about teaching people to love themselves. How great would this world be if we taught all our children to love everything about themselves, appreciate and accept other. You don't have to love the other people, but appreciate and accept the differences in them. How different would the workplace be? How different would the world be if everybody got this message early in life?
Yes, so true. What a great story. And I'm so excited to have you introduce it to everyone. So please tell everyone, how they can get the book, where they can shop. And I believe you have a special offer for them today.
Yes, absolutely. There's several ways to get the book, but the most easiest way is to go to my website at www.janicekenyatta.com. That's my first and last name.com. And there'll be several ways to order. You can order the book through Amazon from my website, or you can go directly to Amazon to order it. You can order the doll if you just want the doll, the Abina doll. You can order that from my website. But I also have a situation set up with Etsy where you can order the whole gift set, the doll and the book as a gift set on Etsy.com. And that would be under mine. You can go look under the Abina doll or Just As It Is.
Right.
And the promo that I am offering the listeners, anybody that's listening tonight, because I really appreciate it if you are, is that if you DM me on Instagram at Janice Kenyatta, the promo code Just As It Is 2024, no spaces, Just As It Is 2024. The first 3 people who do this will receive a complimentary Abina doll. Now that doll was $24.99. I tried to make it reasonable. It's not overly priced, but it is $24.99. And the book is $16. The Just As It Is book is $16. If you purchase, when you DM me, if you purchase this one book, and I'll take care of all of that as far as shipping it to you and all that, then I will include this lovable, beautiful plush, that's what we call it, plush Abina doll that will go along with the book as well. And that's worth the $24.99 value.
That's amazing. Well, I hope no one beats me to it, because I'm going to be trying to get one of those myself. But either way, I will definitely be supporting. Thank you so much for being with us tonight and for not letting this stay dead, but bringing it to life even 25 years later. I think that is such a great testament to God's timing being the right timing. And that, while we may sometimes think that, a passion or a dream is deferred, it is not denied. And so thank you so much. Please tell everyone again how they can follow you and how they can connect with you.
Yes. Again, you can follow me on Facebook at Janice Kenyatta, on Instagram at Janice Kenyatta. That's my brand. My name is JK, Janice Kenyatta. And I'll put it in the chat. My website is www.janicekenyatta.com. The promo that I'm offering expires on Friday, April 12th. So if you wanted that, please get it in. If you want the first 3 people, the 4th person, maybe we can make a deal. But those first 3 people, get your promo code in, and I'll put it in the chat for the website.
That is awesome. Well, thank you again. Thank you so much, everyone. Head on over to Janice Kenyatta on all platforms. Buy this book, read it to your children, share it with your nieces, your nephews, your loved ones. It is so important that we teach our children early on to love themselves, and let's take action on that. Thank you again, Janice.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
No problem. Bye-bye. So excited. If you are just joining us, we are here for another episode of Marketplace Mondays, where we bring to you incredible sisters in business to teach you, to learn, so that you can learn about their brands and so that you can support them. We always say when my sister wins, we all win. But we also say it's our business to keep our sisters in business. And we cannot wait for someone else to do it. We have to be the ones that are intentional about how we shop, about where we spend, and about how we support our sisters. And so you can't support them if you don't know about them. And so that's why we're making sure through this platform that you know about these brands so that you can, in fact, support them. And so we encourage you to head on over to their websites and their pages as you learn about them. If you're just joining us, please also share this broadcast, share the live, let people know that we are live with another episode of Marketplace Mondays. I see you all in the chat. Janice, you put that in the private chat. You'll want to put that in the actual chat on Facebook or on YouTube in the comments. So go ahead over to the comments on the actual platform and put that there. Okay. And we're getting some great feedback. Ed Walker says amazing story. And so thank you so much for hanging out with us, and be sure to share this as well. Just want to do a quick commercial break. For those of you who do not know, our Sisters in Business Expo tour kicks off in less than 2 weeks in Newark, New Jersey on Saturday, April 20th. We will be hosting our Northeast Expo and Pitch competition. That is Saturday, April 20th from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. at the Newark Airport Marriott. We have such an amazing lineup planned for you all, where you'll be able to hear from our incredible keynote speaker, Jessica Judy Dupart of Kaleidoscope Hair Products, the multi-million-dollar brand that she built from the ground up, as well as China Dollhouse of Dollhouse Cosmetics, who was with us last year and snatched all of our edges. We have our amazing superpower panel that will be sharing their real stories of how they've been able to grow 6- and 7-figure brands. And then also our incredible pitch competition will be happening, where we'll be giving away close to $10,000 in grants to Sisters in Business. So it's going to be a power pack day, and you definitely want to be there. Be sure to get your tickets. It costs more at the door, and we don't want you to spend more at the door, because we want you to save those coins to shop with our sisters, because we have dozens of incredible vendors who will be showcasing their products and services. And I'm telling you, the stuff you find at the Sisters in Business Expo, you are not going to find anywhere else. So make sure you head on over to sibexpo.us, get your tickets. If you go to our IG bio and our stories, you will see some promo codes that you might want to check out that will save you a few coins on your tickets. So please be sure to check that out. But it is my pleasure to welcome you all. And we are about to bring up our next sister for you to meet this evening. I'm so excited for you to meet this brand. Let's bring her to the stage. Hey, girl. Hey.
Hey, girl.
How are you, Demetria?
Well, thank you. Very excited to be here tonight.
Good. So glad to have you with us. Welcome to Marketplace Mondays.
Thank you.
Absolutely. So let's jump right into it. You are the owner and creator of Candles for the Culture. I absolutely love the name. I am big on business names, and I love yours. So please introduce yourself to everyone. Tell them a little bit about you and what you do.
Absolutely. So I'm Demetria, owner and founder of Candles for the Culture. We make candles and home fragrance products that celebrate Black culture. So in addition to candles, we also offer room and linen sprays, pet sprays for cats and dogs. Black and Bougie is our luxury candle line. We have body products, body splashes, body butters. We have anything fragrance we offer. And our whole purpose is to celebrate Black culture, but also to aid in the self-care for Black women. As a Black woman, I know how essential self-care is for us. It's not just, it's not optional for us. Self-care is necessary. And so that's why Candles for the Culture was created, in addition to the atmosphere that standard candles offer in giving you scent and just setting the mood. Our products, by each having a name that represents a song or a movie from the culture, has a dual benefit. So in addition to the feel good that you get from just setting a mood, but you also feel good when you think about that song or that movie. You're reminded of the good times that you had when you saw that movie, heard that song, and it makes you feel good. So not only do our products smell good, they make you feel good.
I love it. So tell me, let's just back up a little bit, right? Trying to figure out how we got here. So I could be wrong, but are you a scientist? Like, how did you decide, I want to start mixing and creating candles? What led you to this particular business?
Definitely not a scientist.
Okay.
I am a former teacher.
Okay.
So
Got the educators in the house tonight.
So I taught middle school English, so nothing related to candle making.
Mm-hmm.
I found myself without a job, new to the Atlanta area, and I just couldn't find a job, to be honest with you. I now believe that was by design. God's intention was for me to start this business. But I've always been a maker. I've always made things, be it food or other crafts. I've always made things. I've always loved candles. So, when I was looking for a job, I had time to make and get creative. And so because I always loved candles, the idea for Candles for the Culture was born.
I love it. And so, what was that process like? How did you, become an expert in the craft and ultimately come up with what we have today?
Sure. So I ordered a candle making kit online. I believe it sat on my bedroom floor for months before I started messing with it. I made my first candles and they smelled good. And I thought that I was an expert at that time, but I found out that it does require a lot of trial and error. I wasted a lot of time. I wasted a lot of money on on candles that didn't smell the best. But I will say what has made me an expert now is just time and having a lot of mistakes. I've learned what works and what didn't work, the temperatures I need to pour at, the wicks that work the best with what wax and what jars. So yeah, a lot of mistakes, a lot of growing pains along the way, but I now have a product that everybody loves.
Amazing. Well, let's see some of the products. Tell us about some of what you have.
Okay, so Waiting to Exhale has been a big seller this spring. It is part of our spring collection. It smells like clean air. I feel like there's been like a resurgence of Waiting to Exhale's popularity lately, and this scent has just gone very well with that resurgence. Forever My Lady is a part of our Black and Bougie collection. This is a prime example of just as soon as you see the name, before you smell the candle, and it does smell amazing, you are taken back. 9 times out of 10, when someone sees this candle, they immediately start singing the hook to Forever My Lady. So this candle epitomizes the effect that that Candles for the Culture has. Also, I have to say, I feel like we have the best room sprays in the industry. They're very, very concentrated. You can spray them in the air. You can spray them on linen. Keep them in the bathroom. Keep them in your car. Black Girl Magic is our #1 seller of this product. I mean, it's foolproof. I mean, everybody loves this scent. I highly recommend it. And then we have all types of different things for different seasons. Mary Jane 420 is coming up. It does not smell like weed, but it smells like the plant that wheat comes from. So, we try to keep it seasonal and appropriate for what's going on, but we also try to keep the essence of the classics at the forefront of our product line as well.
Amazing. So what would you say to someone who is thinking about starting a candle line and, isn't really sure where to get started? What would be your advice to them?
My advice would be to buy a candle making kit and start playing around. Usually when you get a candle making kit, they provide you with what you need to make a good smelling candle in that jar that they give you. However, you need to then take what you've learned with that kit and apply it to your own preferences. So find the vessel that you want to use to make your candles in. Find the wax that suits your needs. There's all types of different properties that different waxes have. And then you just need to find a wick that gives you the type of hot throw that you're trying to accomplish. Also, you need to know who your target audience is because, everybody's not looking for the same thing. And so when you know who your target audience is, then you can make a product that suits them.
Amazing. Well, tell everyone how they can find you and, of course, how they can shop with you.
Okay, well, definitely we are online at Candles, 4, theculture.com. Shop 24/7 there. If you are in the Atlanta area, we do have a brick and mortar shop in Mableton. We're open Tuesdays through Saturdays, 11 to 5. So please do come by and see us if you're in the area. In addition to shopping with us, we also offer candle making classes so that if you are interested in learning how to make candles, or if you just want to have a date night, girls' night out, we can do that too.
Amazing, amazing. Well, thank you so much, Demetria, for introducing us to Candles for the Culture. I definitely cannot wait to get my hands on some, and hope to have you join us very soon, maybe for our expo or at the Sister Shop. But we are always excited to learn about and connect with new brands. And everyone, I want you to head on over to Instagram, Candles for the Culture, to her website. Make sure you support, make sure you make a purchase, because who doesn't love a good candle? And these sound like they are absolutely amazing. I am so in love with the names and the whole concept and the theme. Anything for the culture is for me. And so I'm definitely excited about this and want us all to be intentional about where we get the things we love. And if you love candles, I need you to head on over to Candles for the Culture. Thank you again, Demetria.
Thank you.
No problem. All right, y'all. That was another incredible sister in business that y'all need to know about and you need to support. Demetria from Candles for the Culture. I absolutely love the concept. I'm just always excited about really cool brands, really cool concepts that have been executed well. And it sounds like that is exactly what she is doing. So please make sure you head on over to her Instagram, support, shop, share. Remember that we have to be intentional about where we shop, how we spend. No one is coming to save us. We have to save ourselves, and we have to be in the business of keeping our sisters in business. So if you are just joining us, welcome to Marketplace Mondays. This is our live virtual vendor showcase where we bring to you incredible brands and present them to you so that you can know about them, but even more importantly, so that you can support them. If you are interested in being a part of Marketplace Mondays, then you can head on over to our website at sibexpo.us/applications, and you will find the form there to apply for Marketplace Mondays, so that you can have your brand featured on this show as well. And we will be glad to have you. And so we're going to bring up our final sister in business for today. It's a duo, a dynamic duo that I can't wait for you to meet. So let's bring them to the Marketplace Mondays stage. Hello, ladies.
Hello.
So we have Betty Neal-Mantion and Maddie Crowley, and they are with Love You Girl. So welcome to Marketplace Mondays, ladies.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Good evening, everybody. Once again, I'm Betty Neal-Mantion, and I'm the founder and executive officer of the Love You Girl Foundation. And
I'm Matt Crowley. I'm the co-founder of the Love You Girl Foundation. And Betty,
executive officer.
And executive.
So in order to talk, we're here this evening to talk about the Love You Girl Foundation boutique events and more. But in order to talk about boutique events and more, we must first let you guys know that the Love You Girl Foundation is a nonprofit, so mission driven. It's a 501c3. We were born of tragedy. We are advocates against the crime of domestic violence. So our mission, our ministry is to empower victims, survivors, and advocates by educating and creating awareness of the devastating impacts of domestic violence in our communities. That's our number one mission. We also support community organizations that provide support and outreach and counseling to survivors of domestic violence. We also have a scholarship program. Right now we have 4 incredible students. We follow them for up to 5 years. They get a scholarship every semester as long as they're in good standings with their colleges and universities. So that is we like to keep the main thing. So that is our mission and that is our ministry. So in furtherance of our mission and our ministry, in October of 2023, we opened up Love You Girl Boutique Events and More. We are located at 76 South Orange Avenue in downtown South Orange. We're suite number 2. If you're familiar with South Orange, we are in the building that houses the PNC Bank. We're on the lower level of that bank. So here at the Love You Girl Foundation Boutique Events and More, our mission here, we're like a thrift shop. But we're taking thrifting to another level. God is just so good, and we believe that this space was anointed and appointed for us to further our mission and our ministry. And so God is so good. Just about everything in the boutique, although it's more of a thrift shop, is brand new. So we have some mostly brand new items, and then we have slightly used items. So we do accept donations. So, we'll let you know how to get in contact with us if you have some items to donate. So it's open to the public, so anyone can come in. We have a little bit of this and a little bit of that. And we also mostly have clothing. We have women's clothing, mostly some men's clothing and some children's clothing, but probably an abundance of women's clothing. So all of our thrifters out there, if you're into thrift shop, please come in. So in addition to the thrift shop, we have 3 rooms here. We have a kitchen, we have the boutique area, and then we have the relaxation room. So the relaxation room, you don't even have to shop. You just come on in and put your feet up. We got some aromatherapy going. We got some relaxing music, and we make a mean cup of tea, a hot chocolate, so you can just come in and hang out with us, because we know that relaxing and you know, putting your feet up now and then is really, really important.
A little bit of self-care.
A little bit of self-care. So once again, there's 3 components to the Love to Boutique events and more. There's the relaxation room. And I'm going to let Maddie talk a little bit. I've talked about 2 components. And just to let you know, in the month of May, what we're going to do is we're going to begin to contact agencies that provide outreach and counseling to those impacted or to survivors of domestic violence. And we're going to ask them to send requests or invite survivors to come into the boutique. One of the things about domestic violence, 99% of those impacted by domestic violence, there's also financial abuse. So women who are trying to flee domestic violence, they are trying to repair the credit. They're trying to find a place to live. Oftentimes the question is asked, why do they go back? Well, they go back because of the financial abuse. They don't have access to family funds. They don't, a lot of times the credit has been ruined. They don't work. A lot of survivors don't work. They have children. So they're trying to put their lives back together. So that as they prepare to interview and go into the workforce, we're going to invite agencies, or we're going to go talk to agencies and have them invite their clients to come into the boutique, where free of charge, they'll be able to get clothing to kind of like dress for success. They'll be able to get clothing to interview and clothing to enter into the workforce. But I'm going to let Maddie tell you guys a little bit about what's really, really awesome about boutique and events and more.
So not only are we a boutique, we are a intimate event space. We can hold up to 37 people. That's with tables and chairs. We can do any small event that you would like. We've had sip and paint. We have sip and blings. We had children birthday parties. We had a special event on Valentine's Day that was awesome. And the community came out and supported us. So we also like your support. If you have a small event that you want to do and you want to keep it intimate, look us up on our Facebook page at Love Girl Events Boutique and more. Right. We would love to have you.
We would love to have you. Again, this is a labor of love. Once again, we were born of tragedy. The Love You Girl Foundation is dedicated to the memory of Allison Jenkins, who unfortunately lost her life to the crime of domestic violence. Education and awareness is our main mission, because there's a lot of, and I'm sorry, the only word that I can think of right now, there's a lot of ignorance out there where it comes to domestic violence, who it impacts. It knows no discrimination. Anyone can be impacted. Men can be impacted by domestic violence. Our babies, most of their first dating relationships are as teenagers. There's teen dating violence. There's the children in the household who witness the domestic violence. So it's so long, so deep, and so wide that there's a lot of different components to it. And sometimes you wonder, where do I even start? But we just want you guys to know that anything that is sold here at Boutique Events and More, any event that is held here at Events, Boutique and More, the best thing of all is 100% of whatever comes in goes to the Love You Girl Foundation mission and ministry. Yes.
Yes. Can't hear you.
Oops. I was just saying, how incredible this work is that you ladies are doing. And I think that it's to be commended. Anytime something is birthed out of a tragedy, it is a testament to what God can do and how he can turn a situation around and work it together for our good, and not just for our good, but for the good of others. And so thank you, ladies, for your commitment to this work, for always being willing to share and to let people know that you are there as a resource. As I mentioned, when you first came on, you've been a part of our expos for many years. And, I think that's so important that people understand that our expos are also a space for nonprofits and for organizations to get the word out about what they do, and so that folks can support and connect with them beyond the event. So thank you again for what you're doing. And it is our prayer that you will have much success in your new venture, which is your events.
Thank you. Yeah.
So just remind everyone again before we go, how they can support you, where they can find you, and all of that.
Okay, so once again, we're located at 76 South Orange Avenue, Suite 2 in South Orange, New Jersey. Our location is the entrance to our location is on Valley Street. We're in the building that houses the PNC Bank. There is parking on Academy. If the building is open, you can come down to the lower level and you can enter through the back. But our dedicated entrance is on Valley Street. We're here Tuesday through Saturday. We're here from 5. We're here from 11 a.m. Wednesday through Saturday, 11 a.m. to 6 p.m. starting in May. For the month of April, we'll be here until 5 p.m., but in May, we'll be here until 6 p.m. I will put the Love You Girl Facebook page. There's a Love You Girl Facebook page, and then there's the Love You Girl Boutique Events and More Facebook page, which is actually a group, but it is a public group. So anyone feel free to look us up and to join. And if you want to know more about the story, we're at www.loveyougirl.org. If you want to call us, we have volunteer opportunities. We're at 973-568-5732. If you have items to donate, please give us a call. We will come, whatever's convenient for you. We'll show up here. We'll take whatever items you may have to donate to our mission and our ministry. And I want to thank Sistahs in Business Expo for allowing us for all of these years to share the space with you guys and live into our mission and ministry of educating and creating awareness of the devastating impacts of domestic violence. Much appreciated.
Absolutely. I hope to see you in a couple of weeks at our expo.
We're getting right on that.
Right. All right. Well, again, thank you so much for being with us, and we wish you much blessings and success.
Thank you.
Thank you. And have a good evening.
Thank you. All right, y'all. Like I said, another great episode of Marketplace Mondays, bringing to you an amazing and diverse group of businesses and brands owned by Sistahs in Business. We started off with our author, Janice Kenyatta, who wrote an amazing book for children about why they should love themselves. And then we had Demetria with Candles for the Culture, an amazing and unique and creative candle brand celebrating the culture. And then we just ended with Betty and Maddie from Love You Girl Foundation and Love You Girl Events and Boutique. And so let's be sure that we are supporting these brands, that we're connecting with them, that we're following them, because it is our business to keep our sisters in business. Remember, our expo is coming up in just less than 2 weeks. On April 20th, we will be in Newark, New Jersey, y'all, and it is about to be a whole vibe. I promise you want to be in the building. So head on over to our website at sistahsinbusinessexpo.com. Get your tickets, okay? Get your advance tickets so that you do not have to pay more at the door, and be sure that you have secured your vendor space. Be sure also that you are following us on all platforms, Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, SIB Expo, Sisters in Business Expo, so that you can stay connected with us. Turn on those notifications so that you get alerts when we go live, when we make announcements, so that you don't miss out, because y'all know the algorithm is not to be trusted, right? So you have to be sure and do your own due diligence. The best way is to join our mailing list. That link is also in our bio. And make sure you get all of our emails and stay connected. We have some amazing things coming up on the horizon. As I mentioned, our expo is on April 20th. We have our Mamapreneur Brunch and Awards on May 6th. I'm sorry, on May 4th in Atlanta. And then our Southeast Expo and Pitch Competition is happening on September 7th in Decatur, where it's greater in the Atlanta area. So that is just a few of the things we have coming up. We'll be making other announcements as they come about. But just remember that we have to be intentional about where we spend, how we shop, how we support our sisters, and we have to keep them in business. So be intentional about where you spend your dollars. Before you head out to Walmart, before you go to Target, head on over to thesistahshop.com, where you can shop over 150 brands by women of color entrepreneurs, y'all. It is an amazing platform. We are the Amazon of Black women-owned brands. We are a one-stop shop. We got everything you need, and we ship every single day of the week, all throughout the country. And so you don't have to be near one of our physical locations. You can head on over to the website and support to keep our sisters in business. And then also, on somewhat of a serious / sad note, if you missed our live earlier today, go back and watch that. I went live earlier this afternoon and made an important announcement about the closure of our New Jersey location of the Sister Shop, which is going to be happening at the end of this month on April 21st, to be exact. I'm not going to go through the whole long details because it's too emotional. Y'all can watch the video. But on the 21st, which is the day after the expo, on April 21st, we will have a grand 3-year anniversary / farewell celebration at the Sister Shop at the Mills at Jersey Gardens in Elizabeth, New Jersey, because we're going to celebrate what God has done in these 3 years. And so we encourage you to come on out, come to the expo on Saturday, and then come to the Sister Shop on Sunday, celebrate with us, because we're going to go out with a bang. And so we want to celebrate and thank our incredible community, our sisters in business, all of you who have supported us over the last 3 years in this venture. And so please just plan to spend that weekend with your sisters in business family. Okay. Our Atlanta location is still open, and will still be open, and our website never closes. So you can definitely still support, still be a part of the movement, but that particular location will be closing on April 21st. So thank you for hanging out with us tonight. If you're interested in being on Marketplace Mondays, you can apply on our website at sibexpo.us/applications. Okay. And most of all, as I always say at the end of every broadcast, remember that there is nothing that can happen to you that you and God cannot handle. So put it in his capable hands and watch him work it out. I will see you all next time. Have a great evening.